it's me, Janelle, and I have decided to start a YouTube channel to talk about disability because I just so happen to be disabled. And it is also Disability Pride Month, the month of July, so happy Disability Pride Month. I'm a little bit late at posting this video. It is the very end of July, but that's okay, we're here, it's happening. So I thought I would start by talking a little bit about what disability is, which is a little bit of a huge topic that can't quite be covered in one video. There really are as many definitions of disability as there are disabled people in this world because we all have different experiences with disability. But I wanted to talk about a couple different frameworks that we use in the disability community to talk about disability and think about disability. And those frameworks that I want to talk about today are the medical model of disability and the social model of disability. So the medical model of disability views disability as a medical problem within an individual that needs to be fixed. So this model views individuals as having the problem, and it looks for solutions such as cures and treatments to change the individual. Now, what the medical model of disability fails to address is the fact that a lot of the issues that disabled people face have more to do with society and with the environment that we exist in than problems within ourselves, which is where the social model of disability comes in. Now, the social model of disability views disability as the interaction between a person's traits and their environment. So the social model of disability takes the burden off of disabled people as being seen as the problem and us needing to change, and puts the burden of change on society and the systems that are in place that disadvantage disabled people. So to put that into context, let's use the example of somebody who cannot walk and uses a wheelchair. The medical model of disability would look at that person and say, you are disabled because you can't walk. We need to find a way to fix that and make you walk again. The social model of disability, on the other hand, would look at that person and say, you are disabled because this building does not have a wheelchair ramp and so you can't get into it. That's a problem with the building, not with the person. And that shift in perspective is so important because so often in our society, disabled people are treated as a burden and as a problem, and that is so far from the truth. Disabled people are beautiful, disabled people are powerful, and disability is not a problem. Disability is not a bad word. Disability is not a burden. And sure, some disabilities do have inherently painful symptoms that are never going to be addressed by systemic changes in society. But even with cases such as chronic pain, that's just the tip of the iceberg, and there are so many challenges that we face in society that can be changed that affect our lives as disabled people. Learning about the social model of disability and getting to know so many wonderful, fantastic disabled people in the world who are owning their disability identities and taking pride in their disabilities has really helped myself in embracing my own identities and learning to love myself as a disabled person. Alright, so that wraps up my 101 on the medical and social models of disability. If you would like to learn more, I will provide some links in the description with further information about the medical and social models. Thank you so much for learning with me, and always remember that you are beautiful, you are valuable, and you are loved. See you next time!